Hey, what's up? Like, totally time for 90210.
Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to the 90210 show. My name is Mark. With me, as always, is my girlfriend, Carol. How you doing today, Carol?
Hey, what's up?
Not much. It's been a good week here. It is January 23rd, 1998. We're getting into it. We're getting into 1998, Carol.
Yeah, I'm almost ready to stop writing 97.
Yeah.
It's going to take me a couple more months. It's usually like a full quarter of the year before I stop writing last year's date.
Well, that's the pain of writing checks.
Right?
How are you feeling today?
I'm tired. Very tired. How are you?
Not as tired as you, apparently. But yeah, that's no good. Tired. How come?
I don't know. I just don't. I woke up a lot of times.
Yeah.
But maybe it's because I was thinking so much about 90210. We watched it right before we went to bed. So.
Maybe it's because you're thinking about me so much.
Well, you're right there, so.
I am right here.
It is distracting.
But we did watch the 90210 show, as they call it. I think they've renamed it. I think they've renamed it the 90210 show in honor of our show.
Sure.
Or it's called Beverly Hills 90210.
That sounds more like it.
Is it surprising that the show became so popular?
No.
Because that's an unwieldy name, right? Beverly Hills 90210.
But I mean, think about what that represents to all the, young ladies in the country that,
Just the young ladies?
Well, yeah, I don't think there's a lot of dudes that watch the show.
Okay. I don't know. I watched the show.
You watch it with me, though.
What are you trying to imply?
No, you didn't watch it before me.
I think, but the eye candy of
I guess that's true. I guess some guys watch it for eye candy. But yeah, I'm just saying, Beverly Hills 90210, you think, pretty people, palm trees, money,
right.
sunshine, happiness. So I think that's a pretty appealing title, honestly.
Yeah, I guess. But I just meant the length of it. But I guess people often abbreviate it to 90210. So.
Yeah.
Anyway, we watched it.
We did.
What do you think about that, everyone?
I'll tell you, I think.
Okay, yeah.
It is not sunshine and happiness.
No. I'll tell you what, too. I think the director or the cameraman or whatever is this is a fucking soap opera, and we are leaning right into it.
Oh, my God. They did the soap opera, cuts where, they just zoom in on your face and you just freeze frame and the music's playing.
Exactly.
They need to change.
It's two characters, and it's shot reverse shot. This is the soap opera shot, if anybody doesn't know. It's two characters in a scene, one of them usually in a prone position, lying down or sitting down, the other one standing in a more dominant position over them. The one standing is angry at the one that's in the prone position, and then they do shot reverse shot where it's not really shot reverse shot, but it's not a two shot, it's two singles. Where it's, like Carol said, one face and then cut the other face and then face, and they're pushing in slowly on each face each time. The people are just sitting there. Sometimes maybe they're doing they're scrunching their face up.
I wish y'all could have seen that. What he just did with his face. Oh my Lord. It was like a Picasso.
Okay, thank you. I moved my eye down my cheek.
Almost.
Tommy Noonan style.
I don't know how, but it was interesting to see.
But anyway, so they may do a weird look, or whatever, like an angry look, but they slowly close in on each face. Cut. Music. Commercial. 90210. And they did that 2 or 3 times. The music wasn't quite as overwrought as some soap operas, but holy shit, they are really leaning into this.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't like it. Because, don't get me wrong, I like soap operas. I watched all my children quite a bit in my life. But
you have children? And you watched all of them?
Shut up. Anyway,
I used to watch As the World Turns.
And
then you say, The World Turns? No, I'm just checking. I didn't watch that. My mom watches Days of Our Lives.
Yeah. No, it's just All My Children for me, but that's what my parents watch, so.
Yeah.
And
what about Guiding Light?
I don't know that one.
You know, my favorite, my grandmother's favorite, it's kind of a soap opera, kind of was a soap opera, was it Dark Shadows?
Was it a soap opera?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah, it aired during the day like the other soap operas.
For the housewives.
And it was like everyone on that show signed a lifetime contract. Because as soon as their character got killed off, they came back as a ghost. Or like a vampire or something.
Right. I am curious about that. Like, nowadays, you know, there are many fewer people home. Like, you know what my mom does is she records the soap opera while she's at work. She sets the VCR to record it.
A little VCR action.
So, but I mean, like, I don't know that everybody does that. I would have to imagine that, you know, between, like, I don't know what, the 50s, 60s, 70s to now, that there's been a huge drop-off in viewership for soap operas. Oh, you would imagine,
yeah.
Because it had to be, like, the highlight of their day back when, you know, they just, like, fucking cleaned the floors in the bathroom and made dinner, and that was their life.
Yeah, and some of these, like... Some of these shows, like General Hospital, started, like you said, in like the early 50s. And if you go back, and they have plot lines that have stretched. Right? Or like...
decades.
Yeah, it's gone generation to generation.
There's generational hatred.
Right. Like the granddaughter's like, oh, I fucking hate you, Bo, or whatever. Because I remember the time that your great-grandfather fucking... knocked over my great-grandmother's horse. It's like, what?
Right?
But yeah, some of these are ridiculous.
Oh my god, do you think they're going to do that with 90210? Like, we'll be, like, in 20 years watching their kids, like, hate each other?
Oh my god, that would be hilarious. The show just keeps going.
And they just keep living in the Walsh house. You know? Nobody ever sells it.
One of the plot lines is going to be the company is going to be like, we've had this house that we've been paying for on the books for the last 30 years. Who lives there?
Right.
Well, the guy that used to live there retired to Hong Kong.
And now he's dead, so.
Oh, poor Mr. Walsh.
Well, come on. You think that man
Cindy
has another 20
stabbed
years?
him to death.
I don't know.
After her photographer friend found her in Hong Kong.
Aw, poor Cindy.
Yeah. Poor Cindy Walsh.
I really do feel bad for her.
Why? Because of her infidelity, or
because he moved her all the way around the world where she doesn't know anybody or the language or anything. She's even more isolated. He just takes her from place to place where she gets more and more isolated.
Exactly. Maybe in Minnesota she was having a full-on affair with somebody, and he's like, "All right, we're getting the fuck out of here." They get to Beverly Hills, and she kind of has an affair with somebody, and he's like, "No, she still has too much of a social life." We're taking her to fucking Hong Kong. She meets a young, attractive Hong Kongie. What are they called in Hong Kong?
I don't know.
I mean, they're not Chinese. Like,
no, Asian.
I don't think they just go around calling themselves Asians.
But I'm just saying, I think that would be an appropriate word for you to use right now, since you don't know.
A Hong Konger. That's what I'm going to call it. She meets an attractive young Hong Konger, and he's like, "All right, now we're off to Antarctica. We're going to a research station. They need help with their books at this scientific research station in Antarctica."
There you
go. Anyway, this episode though,
yes,
we have Valerie Valera.
Yeah, it starts with her in bed with the asshole. I don't even remember his name anymore because all I think of when I see him is fucktard.
Wow. His name is Colin?
Matthew?
John?
I don't know.
Richard?
I mean, she's been in bed with Colin and...
Who's Colin? I don't remember.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
The artist that she was sleeping with?
Oh, that's his name, Colin. Okay. That's who Colin is. All right. So
I don't know this guy's name.
It's not Colin. It's...
the one Jim sent her.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. This is all Jim's fault.
Right?
Jim calls up Valerie and he's like, "Hey, Valerie, you got to come to Hong Kong with us."
But yeah, so they're talking, and he spent the night by accident. It's like 1:30 in the morning. She's like,
Spent the night by it,
yeah, you fell asleep. You got to go home, and then
she had NyQuil in her vagina.
Oh, jeez.
You fell asleep.
Oh my goodness. Is that when she says the thing though, or is it the next time they're together?
I don't know what the thing is.
She does.
She says, "Have you ever seen the John Carpenter movie, The Thing?"
She gives him an ultimatum at some point that he has to stop.
That's
that he has
time.
to break up with his wife.
That's this time.
Yeah, or she's going to break up with him, basically.
Yeah.
And he's like, "How can you make me do this? We have a 6-year-old son. There are child feelings involved."
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, well,
she's
then
like, "Well, there's
put your penis away, sir."
Yeah, exactly. Think about your child the next time you want to have sex with that. Well, don't do that. But
Ew. Oh, come on.
But you know what I mean.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I think she's kind of evil for doing that, though, to pressure him to leave his family. Like, she shouldn't be sleeping with him. She should break up with him. But she shouldn't be like, or you could leave your family and be with me.
Right. Like, she's Monty Hall. Behind door number 1 is your unfulfilling marriage, a son you do love, and an okay house. Door number 2, sexy young Valerie who likes sucking your cock.
Right.
In this apartment.
And
make your choice.
And other things. She definitely uses other things, as we'll find out. Besides, her mouth.
We find out she uses other things. I don't.
You don't remember how her storyline ends.
Did you?
He was drinking last night again, too.
Did you? I think you.
You got to lay off the sauce.
I think you dreamed something up. Because I don't remember. I don't remember.
Like, okay, I don't know if I'm missing some stuff in the middle here. Like, oh, no, I am. Okay. He then comes to her at some point and he's like, oh.
Wow, that's what we're talking about, apparently.
It's like, oh, my wife and I had a real talk, and
yes.
she's not happy either. And, we're really going to.
Oh, okay. I get what you're alluding to.
Yeah. We're really
obviously we've figured that. I thought you were talking about a very explicit sexual encounter or something.
No.
All right.
No, I'm just saying, like, they wouldn't be in this situation if she only used her mouth.
That's true. It's not like swallowing a watermelon seed.
Right.
Grow a watermelon in your belly.
But did he actually say he was leaving his wife, or did he just say we had a good talk about not being happy? Because a good talk about not being happy could lead
to sex.
To happiness. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they might be like, oh, well, we can fix this or that now that we're talking about it.
Well, that's what he said. He said, we had a great talk about our relationship or whatever. She's as unhappy as I am, blah, 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 blah. But that's where he left it off.
Yeah.
Then, like you said, he's like, hey, baby, I'm going to make promises I can't keep. Because that is the MO for a guy that says he's getting a divorce. And he gets stuck late at the office. Mm-hmm. He's working at the office. It's Saturday night. He calls her up and says, look, her lawyer's on the warpath already, which I don't know if I believe him or not.
Oh, I don't believe him at all.
But if that is true, then I guess they are in the midst of a divorce or whatever. And he's like, my lawyer's like, hey, don't do anything stupid or whatever. And she's like, oh, that's me. I'm something stupid. Mm-hmm. And then Frank Sinatra appears and starts singing. No, it's a song of his. I know I stand in line. You know that song?
Yeah.
Until you think... Oh, okay, you're supposed to say no so I can sing the rest of it.
Oh, sorry, no. Not familiar at all.
So anyway, he's like, I'm sorry, but I can't see you tonight or whatever. And then she ends up coming to his office to talk to him about something she discovered when she went to the grocery store, or after she went to the grocery store.
Which, seems awfully convenient, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, do we really believe her either? I don't know.
Well, here's the thing. So, supposedly she's pregnant.
Yeah. It showed her taking a pregnancy test, and then she goes to him.
No, it didn't show her taking a pregnancy test. We didn't see her pee on the stick.
Well, of course not, but it showed her purchasing the stick and being in the bathroom.
Well, that's the thing, and that's where it leaves room about how she could be lying. Because we see her go into the bathroom and take a pregnancy box out of the package or the bag that it came in from the store and look at it. The next time we see her, she's at the office and she was like, blue means you're pregnant, pink means you're not pregnant. Look at this. And she flings a urine-filled fucking stick at the guy. And she's like, notice it's bright blue. First of all, is she lying about the colors? Maybe pink means pregnant and blue means not pregnant. That would make more sense.
That would make more sense.
Because blue's like, oh, sad, you're not pregnant.
Well, I guess it depends on where you are in your life.
Yeah, I suppose. Blue, oh, you're pregnant.
I mean, really, it's just telling you the gender.
Right. Yeah, they know that already. So she could be lying about the colors, and she could have put fucking blue food coloring on it.
Who knows?
So that's the thing, is we don't see her taking the test, and we don't get that moment. I mean, obviously, they're not going to show her pissing on a stick, but for the show's perspective, we don't get her moment of discovery.
Right.
We don't get her looking at the stick for the first time and seeing her reaction. Because if we did, then we could judge that as more valid, as more truthful.
And the other thing is the way she's looking at him when it goes down is not like the emotions of, oh, I just found out I'm pregnant and I'm either sad and scared or excited or whatever.
Yeah.
She just looks pissed off and challenging. Yeah. Like, what are you going to do about it?
Exactly.
Yeah. So I think maybe she is just pretending.
I agree. I think that I think all the elements that we just discussed make it likely she's lying.
Plus, I mean, you have to assume she's on birth control. It's not like she's...
Have to assume that?
I mean, unless she was trying to get knocked up. But I mean, like, she's one who
has enough sex,
has a lot of sex, so, she probably knows how to not get pregnant. I mean, I realize accidents happen, nothing's foolproof, but it would be... Like, if Donna had sex, I would be more likely to think, oh, she's going to get pregnant, because she wouldn't think about birth control.
She's not planning it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's true. You don't think that she asks people to use a condom?
I don't know. I mean, she's been with this guy a lot, so maybe if she's on the pill, she doesn't.
This guy's just, okay. I'm not going to get crude, but...
What, you think that he would insist? Insist on using a condom? Even condoms aren't 100%.
I would think this kind of guy would insist on not using a condom.
Right? But I mean, like, there are things that can make the birth control pill ineffective. Like, ladies, if you didn't know, if you take antibiotics while you're on a birth control pill, it can make it not work. I know women who got pregnant that way.
Yeah.
So, let's keep that in your back pocket.
Right. Keep that in your front pocket. Anyway, so that's basically Valerie's storyline.
Yeah, so we'll find out if she's really pregnant.
There's one other major storyline this episode, but I guess it incorporates a couple different storylines. The one other major thing that happens. Because there's a party. This episode...
Oh, yeah, housewarming party.
This episode is called Housewarming. Because I just got the double entendre of that. Their house is warming... Oh. And it's a housewarming party.
I didn't really get that.
Their house could be warming.
That's awful. That is awful. But yeah, okay, so...
It's the funniest thing they've ever done.
They're having a housewarming party where David had moved in with Mark.
Yeah, David moved in with me, and our house is great, and there's big-breasted women that live next door.
Yeah, the neighbor ladies who like apparently to walk around half naked. And
man, what did they do like that for that casting call? Do you look as if you've recently been nursing?
Oh my god.
I mean, it was like, it's not ridiculous, but they were well endowed.
They were, yeah. So, and they have a nice pool and everything. It's a big to do. Somebody's literally walking around with a water gun full of alcohol.
Yeah.
And David just keeps letting them squirt alcohol in his mouth, which is like...
David, you're a little too familiar with things squirting in your mouth.
Yeah, I didn't love that. He gets completely trashed.
Oh, yeah. He learned how to make good margaritas or something.
Right. And so, like, Donna's not drinking at all, which is weird for Donna.
Yeah.
She likes her alcohol.
Yeah. Well, Donna saw a deer on the way to the party, so that killed her mood, I guess.
Yeah, she saw this mom and baby deer on the side of the road, and she was like, all like, oh, look, they're so beautiful.
It was so weird because the entire episode stops for her and Claire to pull off to the side of a road and stare at these two deer and talk about them.
Now, are deer that weird in California? Because, like, we see them all the time here in Michigan. All the time.
I would assume that they would be just as skittish of people in California as they are in Michigan. They don't, like, oh, wait. Oh, are you saying by weird? I thought you meant weird by the way they were acting, how they didn't run away when they saw human beings.
No,
but you're talking about, are they rare?
Yeah, Donna and Claire acted like, oh my gosh, it's so special to see them. But, like, I've seen a lot of deer in my life here in Michigan.
I think they're rarer in California than they are here.
I mean, haven't you seen a lot of deer?
Yes.
Okay.
But we live in Michigan. I don't live in the fucking Hollywood Hills of California.
Right.
It is probably rarer to see it there because they're near several large cities, and probably more in Northern California. There's more of them. I'm sorry. I'm not an expert on the ecology of fucking deer.
Right.
We have a lot of them in Michigan. That's all I know. Where you have to go and hunt. I'm not a hunter. I don't like to hunt. I don't mind going out, but I don't want to shoot deer. But I understand the need to shoot deer, or else there's too many of them, and then they end up starving to death.
Yeah, they do hunt deer to keep the population down here, and like you even have little like warning signs on the sides of the road to keep your eye out for deer. Yeah, because you see them on the side of the road after they get hit a bunch of times. Yep. I always worry about that. That would be awful. To have a deer jump in front of your car.
Hitting a deer.
Yeah. Yeah. Because, I mean, not only would it be, like, traumatizing to hurt or kill a deer, but, like, that's going to be a bad accident. They're big animals.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and you don't want to swerve. That's the worst thing to do.
Right. Anyways, we're getting a little off topic here.
This has been deer safety. Our episode just fucking completely ground to a halt for deer. Right. Apparently they have some sort of weird captivation on all of us. We get caught in their lights.
So, okay, they're at this party. They've seen the deer. David is now puking in the toilet.
Yeah. Good place to puke, though.
Yeah, better than his bedroom where it starts. He's like, I can't lay down. I can't sit up.
All right. Ugh, he's got the spins.
Yeah. So.
Former drug addict, David. Got smashed.
But everybody actually gets fine because it's alcohol, not drugs.
Right. Well, it is.
Alcohol is a drug.
No. Alcohol is just whatever.
Whatever.
If you have addiction issues, you can just use alcohol whenever you want, though.
Right. Just like cigarettes aren't a real addiction.
Yeah, exactly.
They don't make you suck dick and stuff to get.
Whoa. Wait, they don't? Why have I been giving you cigarettes all these years?
Hey. So at this party, backing up for a minute, prior to the party, Claire and Kelly and Donna are talking at their house about the neighbors, the busty neighbors, and they're like kind of warning Claire, like, haven't you seen how Steve looks at these girls?
Oh yeah.
And she's like, that's fine. We have an agreement. You can look but not touch.
Exactly. That's their agreement. Look, don't touch.
Isn't that every couple's agreement?
I don't know. Some couples say don't look at other women.
Really?
Yeah, they put blinders on their husbands. like horses, they've got the big things.
I mean, I wouldn't want you ogling a woman in front of me, but it's like, I can't control what you look at.
Her first.
Right? I don't know. I think it's a little controlling to tell somebody not to look. Anyway.
Agreed.
She's like, it's fine. She's like, no big deal. Now, if I looked like her, I would probably be that confident also. But, like, she's got these busty fucking bitches walking around. Everybody's drinking. I'd be a little concerned. Right. She's no concerns in her head.
Yeah, she's cool as a cucumber.
Until she catches Steve now at the party putting suntan lotion on one of these ladies.
Yeah. I mean, she was like... He comes over, I don't remember why, but he says something to her. Mm-hmm. And she's like, hey, before you go, would you mind rubbing this lotion on my back?
And he's just like, super happy, sprouting a tent. Sure, no problem.
Exactly.
I would kill you.
Well, like, yeah, and I would never do this.
I would cut your hands off of your body if you were rubbing suntan lotion on some hot chick at a party.
It's highly inappropriate.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't cross the line of cheating.
No, it's not technically cheating, but it's not. It's in that gray area of, you know, you're not supposed to be doing this.
Yeah.
It's inching there.
Yeah.
It's putting yourself in a position where cheating becomes a lot easier.
And Claire walks over and like, hey, what's up? Like, right. You know, she challenges this. And
she says, challenge! She throws her glove down.
I don't remember what she said. But she makes it known she's not happy.
Yeah.
And, I mean, I believe the woman is aware of that also. I don't think that the conversation occurred away from her.
No, I think she knows. Steve's got a girlfriend. So
it's even worse when later she runs into Steve in line for the bathroom.
Yeah, weird.
And
get another bathroom, Mark. Me.
And she fucking kisses him.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
not fucks and kisses him. Just kisses him.
Now, she does initiate the kiss.
Yes, she does.
But
she's like, "Oh, you're smart. You're funny and smart." It's the first time Steve's. Now here's a defense for Steve. She says you're funny and smart, and it's probably the first time anyone's ever called Steve smart. So maybe he just froze. Like a statue, having no idea what to do. Like he just shut down. Smart.
His lips froze, or did not on hers. Oh, yeah.
But yeah, so she kisses him.
He does not push her away.
He doesn't push her. Now, I don't know. I don't know how many production meetings they had about his posture here, but his hands are not on her. If you notice, when they show the one shot of Claire seeing them, his hands here and here, like around, like in the space around her, but not touching her body.
Oh, weird.
He's leaned somewhat forward, and she's clearly doing the work of kissing, but he's not moving back. Like, they want to claim, and he tries to claim in this episode, I didn't do anything wrong. But you can't just be like, well, my lips were there. She ran into them. Now, my lips are going to be where I want them to be. I'm not moving them. Like, he acts as if he couldn't have moved back.
Right. He totally could have either prevented or quickly stopped the kiss that went on way too long.
Even if she kissed him and then he immediately pushed her.
He should have sent her into a wall. He should have pushed her.
If he immediately pushed her away or backed off, first of all, Claire wouldn't have seen. Mm-hmm. And second of all, that would have been okay. Because that's if somebody attacks you or whatever, you can't prevent that.
Yeah. But that is not what he did.
No.
He kissed back a little and didn't stop her.
Yeah, enjoyed it.
I'm sure. She's a hot lady who was complimenting him. Of course he enjoyed it.
Yeah.
So Claire's, we are done now. Fuck you.
Well, kind of. She's very pissed and everything. She gives him another chance after he's massaging the lady. Mm-hmm. And then she's pissed off here. Meanwhile, she's met somebody who's one of the geniuses at the school.
Yeah.
John Dickinson or something like that.
I don't remember his name. It doesn't matter.
Representative of Pennsylvania.
Yeah, so she met some guy. And he looks a lot like Mark. I thought it was Mark at first.
No, it wasn't me, but he does kind of look like him. Yeah, he's handsome like me.
He is. And then the fire starts. So there's a fire in the hills, right by the house. Joel
was there at the party. He was like, "We didn't start the fire."
And they're being told they gotta end the party and leave, but find a designated driver. It's an all-day party in the middle of the day, and they're like, find somebody who's sober enough to drive you home. What if that doesn't exist?
Yeah, we find out that it's before noon.
Yeah.
People have been showing up at this party 10 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah. I mean, I guess David's the only one who's puking drunk, but still.
Right.
So that guy offers Claire a ride home.
Yeah, he does. I'll give you a ride, Claire.
But she doesn't take it.
She does take it.
No, she doesn't.
Oh, no, she doesn't.
She's there helping with the house.
You're right.
She should have. I would have.
Oh, would you have?
If you kissed somebody else, for sure I would have. I think it's stupid that she didn't.
Okay. So, just so I know, if I ever kiss anybody else, it means you're going to fuck the first guy that offers you a ride.
That doesn't mean fuck. But I think that Steve would have deserved to be worried.
Yeah.
I mean,
but she wanted to help with the house.
Although she did kiss somebody else herself not that long ago.
Oh, God, I forgot about that.
So she is kind of being a hypocrite.
Yeah, that's true. She did cheat with the fucking prince. I forgot.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Fucking Steve's horrible behavior made me forget. I'm mad at both of them. They shouldn't be together, either one of them.
Yeah. I mean, they obviously can't hold each other's interests. So.
No.
But yeah, so there's this, like, forest fire on the hill next
brush
to
fire. Yeah.
whatever. Brush fire.
This happens in California sometimes. Wildfires will break out, and it's scary.
So everybody but the main cast leaves. And
and Mark.
Well, he's, living with David, so.
Right.
And then they're spraying the house with hoses. Why do they have so many hoses? That's one question that I have. Like,
maybe that's a California thing.
Maybe
Multiple hoses.
I mean, we only have like one.
Yeah, we only have one. It's not like one. We only have one.
Yeah. So they're spraying down the house so that it doesn't catch on fire as easily.
They're wetting it.
And
to wet this house,
right?
Otherwise, we'll have a real housewarming.
And then Donna sees
Snagglepuss arrives.
Snagglepuss.
Yeah. It is I, Snagglepuss.
What's that from?
It's a cartoon.
Inspector Gadget?
That's a cartoon. Not. It's separate from Inspector Gadget, but it was a different cartoon.
Okay.
When we were younger.
Okay. Anyway, Donna sees the deer again, the baby deer without the mom.
Oh, it's a baby deer, even.
And she grabs Claire, and she's like, "Oh my gosh, look! It must be so scared. Where's its mom?" And Claire's like, "It's a deer. Who gives a shit? Come on, let's go take care of this."
And Donna's like, "I'll be your mom now. You're mine."
So she climbs through like brush and everything, falls down a hill.
Yeah, fucking falls down. Now here's the most unbelievable thing about this episode. She falls down this hill and she's like, ah, ah, she's screaming the whole way down. And this deer just stands there like, what's up? And then walks over to her, allows her to pet it and everything. It's like licking her face like a puppy. This is the most trained animal in the world.
Right.
There is no wild deer that would act like this.
Absolutely not.
Ever.
Well, and then she started screaming for help. Well, the deer's right next to her. There's no way the deer wouldn't run away then, too. Like, I mean, first of all, you're right. It wouldn't have gotten that close. But even, like, our cats who love us, if they were next to us and we were like, help, they'd run.
Exactly. They'd be like, oh, there's trouble over in this area.
Right.
I love you, but bye.
Animals do not stick around for screaming.
No.
So
that's why you never take an animal to a fucking rock concert.
Donna's still there when the episode ends, isn't she?
No.
No,
she gets rescued by some hunky fucking firefighter.
She does?
Yeah.
God, I don't remember that.
Wow.
I was thinking to myself, it's going to be like a to be continued.
She's screaming for help, and some hunky firefighter comes over and picks her up. And she's like, oh, now I have enough moisture to fight the fires.
Oh, God.
And later, they can't find her because they're like, we got to find her. The gang's like, we got to find her. And they come back to the house and like, we didn't find her. She's probably going to die. And then she's on TV.
Oh, yeah.
Because the reporter's like, hey, you're never going to believe this. This fucking rich bitch over here tried to save a deer. They put a microphone in her face. She's like, I'm not a hero. And they were like, we didn't call you a hero. And you're on our idiot of the week. And she's like, but the real hero is this handsome man here. And then they're like, what's your name? First of all, he says, what's your name to Donna when he first picks her up. And she's like, Donna. And he's like, and I can't remember now, but he gives his full name first and last. And then he gives his full name again to the reporter. Is this a guy that just like gives his full legal name every time he's asked his name? But I think he's going to come back. That's why we have his first and last name.
It sounds like a definite meet cute, and now her and David aren't together again. Like, a cute way to meet.
Oh, interesting. What a weird phrase.
Is it?
It is to me.
Okay. I don't know.
A meet cute.
Anyway.
I like it. Yeah, I like it. It's good.
So maybe she'll finally lose her virginity to the firefighter. We'll see.
Well,
somebody eventually has to take her virginity.
Everyone loves firefighters, right?
Right.
That's the favorite. Like if you had to pick a I don't know, archetype or whatever you want to call it of a guy, construction worker, firefighter, soldier, policeman, lawyer, suits, doctor, whatever. What would yours be? The hottest.
I don't want to answer this question.
Oh, she's thinking about it. Why?
Because it's a weird question.
Why don't you want to answer it? That implies that you have an answer.
But I mean, like, I can't. I don't. And I'm thinking about it, and it's going to take me too long. And
think about it for a minute.
Anyway, can we talk about the rest of the show here?
Sure. Yeah.
All right.
Think about it while we're talking about the rest of the show.
So let's talk about Kelly for a moment.
Oh, Kelly. Okay.
Kelly is here at this party.
Flashing back.
And
Kelly's dropped some acid.
She is absolutely freaking out because of the fire, which, who can blame her? But yeah, they do that stupid flashback shit again where, like, it's all black and white and we're seeing stuff we've already seen. But
remember how she was caught in a fire?
Yeah.
It's not enough that they mention it. It's random, like, oh, she was caught in a fire before, so she's got some trauma. But they're like, oh, let's show it too.
And then she gets mad at Brandon. She finally tells him how she's mad at him because he wasn't there when she needed him.
Yeah.
And she's like, and it's not because, you were with Emily Valentine.
It's not because you were fucking Emily Valentine.
Did she say fucking? I don't remember.
She said, you thought it was because I was afraid you were off sleeping with Emily Valentine, which he 100% was.
Right.
But she's like, but that wasn't it. Although, I mean, it is kind of it.
Yeah.
She's like, it's because you weren't there when I needed you.
Yeah.
Which is all part of that, though.
Right.
Like, it's all mixed together.
Well, and here's the thing. It's like she is pretty sure he was fucking somebody else when he wasn't there when she needed him. It's a little different than if he was there, like, I don't know, wasn't there because he's helping his grandma or something. Like,
right.
I mean, that would be unreasonable to be mad at him for not being there. But he chose.
Because he couldn't have known.
Right. But he chose to be with someone else, and then this terrible thing happened.
Right.
So I get it.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's the 100%. First time she's verbalized that to him.
Yeah.
And I think he's realizing that he has far fewer chances with her than he thought. But he's still with the reporter. Like, he's kind of flirting with her, dating her. Maybe.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And Nat hates it.
Yeah. Yeah, because they're at the Peach Pit at the end, and it's Brandon with the reporter and...
Me.
Kelly.
Apparently, I want to sleep with Kelly.
With Mark.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, I mean, that's fine. I'm okay.
Yeah, that's fine. We give our blessing.
But I'm okay with Kelly being with Mark, I think. I don't really like that Brandon's with the reporter girl. I don't care for her.
No, I don't either.
She's annoying.
They make the stupidest decision in the world when the firefighters come over and they're like, hey, do you want to, you should leave. And they're like, nah, it's our house. We're staying. And he's like, okay, whatever.
Yeah, that was really dumb.
Give me your next of kin. See ya.
Yeah. Why? Why would you? It's just a house, and you're rich. Like, and I'm sure you have insurance. Like, go
should
away.
Have fire. If you live in California, you should definitely have fire insurance.
Right. Get the fuck away from the fire, you idiots.
Yeah. Like, you could be making the decision to die in this fire. Like, it's ridiculous.
But they're all right. They did luck out, and the winds took the fire in another direction. Like, right. Whatever, yeah. I don't know why. And all of them stayed.
All the main cast, yeah.
Even Kelly.
Yes. The one who's been in a fire before.
Like, that made no sense. She should have been like, can I get a ride with you? Get me away from here.
Right, exactly.
Whatever. I didn't like that.
She wanted to be there for Mark.
Well, she's there with Mark at the end.
Yeah. And like I said, Nat hates it. Nat looks at both couples and just shakes his head in disgust.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think Nat's supposed to be the voice of the audience who wants Brandon and Kelly together, but
Yeah, 'cause
I don't.
He's like, hey, I let Josie go for 25 years or whatever.
Yeah, Jody.
Don't make the same mistake I did.
Yeah. But whatever, he's making the same mistake, I guess. I guess it's a mistake.
I guess. Yeah, now Kelly's going to have a daughter that grows up to be a stripper.
Oh, because she's Jody.
Yeah, that fucks a young man that older Brandon takes under his wing.
Okay. You're weird.
Well, it's the same mistakes. I am weird, though. I'm pretty sure that's it. Pretty sure that's all the happenings of the things that happen. Well, Claire, I guess we should finish Steve and Claire's storyline.
Yes.
Claire officially breaks up with Steve.
Good.
Says, get the fuck out.
Yeah, they don't belong together.
No.
But, I mean, he's going to have a hell of a time replacing her.
Yeah, she's hot.
Not only hot, but she's smart.
Yep.
And she liked his weird shit. Like,
yeah, I said she's just like you.
Yeah.
Smart, hot.
Oh, I thought you meant Steve.
And she likes my weird shit. Or you like my weird shit.
Aw.
So I'm saying that she reminds me a lot of you.
She's not going to have any trouble replacing Steve.
No.
Not at all.
She's going to fuck that dork.
Probably.
The other genius.
And they'll have genius babies.
Yeah, and they'll save the world from wildfires.
Okay, so you can write us at latefee1994 at AOL.com.
Mm-hmm.
Check out our website at www.retrolatefee.com.
Yes.
And share the tapes with your friends.
All right, we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.